All right, hey guys. This is a Deacon Critique. Deacon Critique is a series. You can go on my Twitch channel. You can redeem it using channel points, or you can either sub or cheer 500 bits or donate $5, I think, to redeem it. And so here I'm going to be doing Arkham Knight Glitchless Hard by kwing6017. This is his first run. I think K-Wing's PB is now like a 342 or something. So this is he is definitely improved since then, but this might be interesting. We'll see. Hi YouTube, yes. All right, so this is the beginning. I do find it weird that in the console version you can
Only you can make
yeah, I really like K-Wing singing here, so hopefully you can hear it.
the world seem right.
But I always find it weird that on console you can just skip the opening
So deep in the
cutscene.
fire that it
So,
rises.
anyways, there's
The
nothing too much
fire.
here, I don't think.
Did I refund you? Fire rises. Did I refund you?
I think I verified this run back in the
Yeah, I
day, so I
refunded you
remember
and then
that. I
you.
remember K-Wing singing there. So he's doing it in French. I don't really. We haven't actually. Nobody has still tested the language differences in this game. This game's a little
9,000.
weirder
Give it
because I
500.
think all the cutscenes are real-time rendered. I'm not sure exactly how the
Subscripted? Well, shit.
dialogue works. Oh, hey. You got rated. One viewer. Nice. Okay, sorry. There's gameplay that I skipped over. So here, uh, oh yeah, I think that you wanna like walk a bit more diagonally. And yeah, and definitely mash A here,
Thanks to the host.
or mash the whatever the button is while you're walking. So that's just one little
No.
time save. Yeah, and K-Wing's watched a ton of my runs, so he knows to just shoot this guy. That was weird. Oh, he shot like a little late or something, so that was also interesting. So yeah, it's like another like half second. Yeah, so this is so K-Wing also plays on console, so he's using controller. Controller is much worse than using both keyboard and mouse and controller. But unfortunately, he has no choice.
Great, after that fucking helicopter boss battle.
So yeah, so K-Wing fell a little bit. I don't really think there's a point in falling. I'm not sure why.
Great, after that fucking helicopter.
It's better to just dive immediately. You want to gain kind of the speed, the forward momentum a bit more.
Oh god.
And I think that he didn't get very much speed because he only dove for about like a second and a half. So you want to dive like for the 3 seconds to get the most forward momentum. That gets you to this area a bit faster, usually.
You're a cock, that makes 2 of us.
Oh yeah, we get to see console load times. Yeah, it's a little. I'm not sure exactly with controller. Okay, that's well, that's funny. Yeah, K-Wing's definitely moving a little bit.
Speed. Oh god.
This movement is not quite optimal, but it's okay. You're starting out in this really brutal category. So on hard, instead of like starting this fight directly, so if you in like Arkham Asylum, when you do the no major skips hard, what you usually try to do is knock down enemies and then ground takedown them. And the reason why is because you don't have critical strikes in the actual glitchless in the no major skips hard run. So it takes like a bazillion punches to actually knock a guy out on hard. I think it's very similar here. This game actually lets you do a bunch of different things. So I'll just kind of show what I like to do. Um, and I think I'm not sure if K-Wing does this, and it's not like it's not that critical because you can still like ground takedown people, but this game lets you do regular takedowns also. So what I like to do is throw smoke, and then you can do takedowns on the first three guys. Sometimes three. Usually it's I guess on glitchless it's two. But yeah, and then what I do is I try to that was a mistake. I should have batarang that guy, but then you can see like what I try to do is what I try to do is I try to do the same thing that you do in Asylum, no major skips, because here you don't have multi-ground, you don't have crits, you don't really have anything. So trying to knock people down with batarangs and doing ground takedowns is good, but also uh, throwing the smoke and doing sort of two quick takedowns on two guys, that's something you can't do in Asylum, but I think that's very valuable. It helps do that fight pretty quickly. And you can see that this is like glitchless, and I finished the fight here at 457. Anytime like you finish this fight sub 5 on glitchless, it's pretty good. So whereas when you go and fight these guys immediately, there's another issue, which is that there are 14 guys in this fight, but only 5 of them are actually part of this fight. The other 9 guys run away. And when you throw the smoke, it inspires all of the guys who aren't part of the fight to run away. So it's much easier to see who exactly you need to take out. So even on easy, I like to throw the smoke just for that reason. I just find it more consistent. I'm sure that you can get good times without doing that, particularly if you just target the right guys. But I think for consistency's sake, I would still throw the smoke and do the takedowns.
Oh, my phone. Hello.
Yeah, good. Throwing the batarang there is very good. Yeah, and then yeah, batarangs and ground takedowns are very good in this fight. Yeah, this is a little unfortunate because there were actually 2 guys there when he bataranged, so he couldn't knock the last guy out. This is always very hard for especially when you're starting out. This car chase, it depends on a lot of things. It depends on your load times. It depends on it's a very weird thing. I found when I on 30 FPS, I find this to be also be much easier, this car chase, than on 60 FPS. On 60 FPS, I have to like stay to the right a lot more. On 30 FPS, I can kind of be where I can be wherever. Except on my old computer when I had to underclock it, in which case I actually had to stay to the right more. It's a weird thing. You have to kind of, I guess there's a lot of device specific things. You're gonna have to practice this car chase to make sure that you're driving in the right spots. So he actually got a decent missile thing, so this should work. So this is kind of what you want ideally. It doesn't matter too much. You can actually follow the car into the tunnel and still cut him off later, but it's fine. I know K-Wing actually likes to chill out a bit before turning this corner because then the car is a little, or sometimes he likes to do that to have the car be a little bit closer to the Chinatown safe house, which I'll have to time that. That might be actually a good idea. But this is yeah. So missing the car is very common, especially when you're starting out. It's not a big deal. You'll lose probably like a minute if you do that, but like if it's your first run, don't worry too much about it. Yeah, you need to also you need to be careful to avoid those because every time you get hit, it's another like 4 seconds in order to shoot that thing again. Yeah, then interact with the guy. Don't cancel this. If you cancel this, you have to reload and do the car chase again. So, because it's not allowed in this category. This cutscene doesn't matter. Yeah, so he's in like a very awkward spot. I think is he walking the right way? Yeah, he's going the wrong way, I think.
Do this now. Going the wrong way, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
fun.
so if you're so what it is he's at the clock tower and the Chinatown is yeah, this is the fire station. So the Chinatown is actually it's to the left. So you gotta
This is not gonna work.
the K-Wing I think for his first run, he actually knows the map very well. He recognized immediately that it was the wrong way. So that's pretty good. I know that like
That's Deacon redeems it.
wait, or maybe the objective told him.
The
But
wrong way.
yeah, oh, he didn't even look at the. Yeah, he knew before even seeing the objective. When you're starting out and you don't know the map very well, I highly recommend just using the objective markers whenever you can until you get used to the map. Yeah, so here. Yeah, here again, what I like doing again is throwing a smoke and doing takedowns on the first three guys. It's a little more consistent, and then the rest of the guys you do combinations of ground takedowns and combo takedowns. Oh, what? Oh, that's weird. That guy. Oh, okay. No, he had the gun thing. He wasn't charging. Yep, combo takedown is good. Yeah, that's a bit of a misplay. Combo takedown that guy makes sense. Yep, this all is good. Oh, that's unlucky. That happens sometimes though. Yeah, that thing where you pick a guy up that's on the ground, that's a very good way of maintaining your combo. You can also do a dive, like one dive roll while guys start standing up. But honestly, I think that you could have been. Oh, I was gonna say you could ground take down, but that would have been bad because the guy probably would have charged at you. Okay, he's shooting one of the shields. I'm wondering if he just didn't remember the other one or if he's gonna go to it. Usually, he is gonna go for it.
Got a good person redeems.
It's gonna be a bit the time is gonna be a bit tight then, in terms of where the tank spawns. So what you want to do is, yeah, you want to be around this area while the tanks spawn, because I just find the tanks spawn a bit more consistently, and I like look down, because, but I guess this turns out it seems like it worked out fine. So. Yeah, getting hit in this tank fight is very bad because you really want to charge up your missile barrage for the next tank fight. But this is hard. Getting hit in your first run is kind of inevitable, so...
Oh, there's one more.
Alright, so... Yeah, so diagnostics is fine. Yeah, so because he doesn't have the missile barrage, this next fight is going to be a little bit annoying, because what you want to do is you want to use the missile barrage immediately and then build up your missile barrage again. But yeah, I don't think he should have used it there. It would have been a little bit better to just build it up again, but so I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, if you're playing on hard, you're gonna have a hard time. I would actually use the missile barrage here just to speed this up a little. Yeah, and also like on hard, like getting hit wipes out an entire weapons generator, which is kind of a disaster. So I try to use the missile barrage when it gets to 2 bars kind of immediately, whenever I can. Unless like I'm saving it for something important later. Yeah, but that tank fight was otherwise fine. I just wouldn't have I would have used the missile barrage after getting it charged
By
up
the
to
way,
2 bars, but it's not too big of a deal. So this is some gameplay until get in here. Yeah.
yeah, the proven tile or some shit.
So I actually haven't timed this. I think that getting the ret gun here is better. In glitchless. But I haven't timed it. I can't see why it wouldn't be better to get it now than after the cloud burst.
C'est pas moi qui vais l'arrêter.
Okay, this is just a cutscene.
Ne vous
Okay,
inquiétez pas,
yeah.
j'ai quelqu'un qui enquête sur l'épouvantail. Je vais voir ce que je peux faire.
Parfait.
Yeah, it's some gameplay, but it was just driving into GCPD, so
L'épouvantail est là.
not the most important.
Hey Batman! L'épouvantail t'a filé entre les doigts?
Yeah, so if you cancel it, I know K-Wing's gotten very good at it, but if you cancel a little bit later, if you cancel at the right time, you can get into the Batmobile while you're in the air. It just looks very clean. I don't know.
That's been nerfed.
I think it saves like a couple seconds. One thing is that,
Je trouve qu'elle se traîne un peu.
yeah, you can just hold the afterburner button while you're exiting GCPD, and then it'll get used immediately. You don't need to like mash it, which I think is what K-Wing was doing, but I can't be sure. Yeah, that drift was a little bit slow, I think, or that side swipe. Yeah, you got the good grapple point. That like sometimes instead of grappling here, you grapple like this pole or there's like this flag thing, and it's really annoying to grapple that, because you're not able to get a good gliding angle to this door with that one. Yeah, so you didn't make like so I still do this in runs, but it's like a very common beginner thing, I think, or just common in general, where you get too close to this computer while it's loading, and then it forces Batman to walk behind it. It's like the most annoying thing, and so he didn't get that. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, one thing is after you put the wrist thing away, every time you like finish a dialogue, you should crouch or try to crouch. If you crouch at the right time, um, you'll be able to start walking much faster or start running much faster. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that green also dies for the 3 seconds. I don't think it's necessary, because you're going to be grappling this very soon anyway, and most of the speed to get to this antenna is going to be from this grapple cancel. So I actually only dive for 2 seconds. I do like, and then you have enough speed to grapple this, I think. And then also, yeah, you're supposed to grapple like kind of to the left, or I think K-Wing actually grapples to the right. I think controller it's a bit harder to get the left point grapple. But yeah, that's grappling the middle is like the worst thing you can do, because the boost is like really slow.
You're supposed to deflect off the thing, not land on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. So now he has to do a couple dive bombs to kind of regain the speed. gliding on controller is also like
So
the
that's how
actual
the game's
worst.
designed.
Yeah, I would have actually boosted off of
That's
this,
how the
and
game's
then you can
designed.
get a good grapple cancel off of this guy's what is this thing called? The voice amplifier or whatever.
Deflect off shit. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, megaphone.
Endommagé. Je dois le contourner et alimenter directement l'antenne.
That's the word. Yeah. So, oh, he went for this thing. This is kind of a hard grapple cancel. It's perfectly fine when you're starting out to just grapple boost and then do a dive bomb. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why he's gliding all the way here. That just seems slower. You can just I think calling the Batmobile on just on the objective marker is a little bit better, a little bit faster. Yeah, nobody does the Phoenix jump because it sucks. It's like the intro fight skip of this game. Oh, I think he's going for it though. Oh, so that's funny. Cause yeah, he didn't get it. Intro fight skip is way harder than the Phoenix jump. Yeah, I've always. I mean, a lot of people say that it's actually easier, but I don't know. I can't do either, so they're kind of the same to me. The main difference is that one is that this is like 15 minutes into the run, and the other is that intro fight skip you lose like what, like 5 seconds every time you fail it. Here you lose like 30. Yeah, it's better to be careful when you're on this roof. Oh, that was scary. Yeah, falling off is kind of the most disastrous thing that can happen. I have continued runs where I did fall off. It's kind of funny, but yeah, so driving a little farther to the left is, I don't know, I don't think there's a point. Like, it's better to stay on, to just interact with this thing as quickly as possible. Or, you know, driving to the left, I think I would have stayed on the right. Yeah, and this grapple cancel is always very hard. I think with K-Wing setup though, like if you go to the left, this grapple cancel is much easier. If you're further to the right, sometimes Batman like hugs the wall while he grapples, and then it's just really hard to know when to cancel the grapple. Especially on controller. So I mean, I guess for controller gliding setups, it probably makes sense. Oh, he went for the dialogue thing. That's cool. So it like overlaps the. So if you grapple cancel off of that gargoyle and then grapple back on, you're able to like overlap some dialogue for some reason. It's very weird, which saves a bit of time. I didn't go for that for the longest time because I've had this like area glitch out a lot when I do that, but it happened to work out here. So, and like with practice, it's very consistent. Yeah, and I haven't really found a faster way of doing this. Like the silent takedown looks very slow, but every other thing I've tried that does like loud takedowns doesn't work or is much slower. I think there's some stuff that people have done that are faster, but forget what it is. And you can't knockout smash the guy, which is just weird. Yeah, he should have thrown the batarang while he was running, then he wouldn't have stopped running, but otherwise that's like how I do this part. Okay. So when we have this fear takedown, yeah, he's doing like all of the kind of right movements. Yeah, sometimes the camera gets like all messed up during the fear takedown, and it's like really hard to know where you are. So, I don't know, but he got a very good camera angle there.
Cette pourriture doit être arrêtée.
Oracle.
Où se
Time
cache
to
les
find
épouvantails?
Scarecrow.
Yeah, and he's not going to be able to afford crits yet because he got hit
Where could Scarecrow
in one of the tank fights, or in a couple of the tank fights, I think. And that's another reason why getting hit in the introductory tank fights is bad, because it really messes with your upgrade pace and your XP. So if you want to really try to avoid getting hit in
Holy
tank
shit, he just
fights,
Ace Chemical.
C'est là que l'épouvantail produit sa toxine.
yeah, so Ace Chemicals, very big plot twist.
Crane les a sûrement corrompus.
Curious how he tries to get to Ace Chemicals. I'm a very big proponent of driving the entire way, where you just call the Batmobile in here and then drive the whole way. It, like, I don't know, it's like I compared it with Green. It's about the same time as whatever he does, this is what he does. He basically grapples here and then calls the Batmobile here. The big problem with actually, yeah, you shouldn't call the Batmobile in here. This will just lose time relative to it. But like I have had times where the Batmobile doesn't come properly, or I get hit by a random car, which so I just find driving the entire way to be more consistent. So yeah, getting hit by a car is bad, and then
What the hell is that?
yeah, this is for some reason the car became indestructible. That's really funny. This game can be kind of janky like that. And yeah, K-Wing's actually the standard beginner mistake that beginners always do is they actually glide all the way to Ace Chemicals, because driving is just really annoying because you don't really know necessarily where to drive to when you don't know the map very well. So I like understanding, that's what I did, but gliding is like 45 seconds slower, like when I timed it, so like gliding all the way.
Des nouvelles de l'intérieur?
Non, rien. On pense qu'il reste une petite équipe là-dedans.
But yeah, I'm a big proponent of just driving all the way from Falcone Shipping Yard to Ace Chemicals. We get the classic loading times of the console. So he's going for this. I recommend not going for this when you're starting out. This is, especially on controller, this is like really difficult on controller. I'm not sure if he's gonna have enough height either. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, yeah. I remember doing this on controller is like really awful. It's so bad.
He jumped. I love it.
But yeah, I respect the commitment. There's a couple like trains of thought when you're starting out, which one is to just give up, to just abandon these like harder strats.
Are you fucking serious?
Which I would have done. I would have just like failed it once and then grappled up, or you can just commit to the skip and then just keep going until you get it. And overall, like when you're starting out, like it doesn't matter, your PB doesn't matter, so it's better to just try to get better at the thing. I don't think it's his first time speedrunning, it's his first time doing this category. So Yeah, so I like the fear takedown here, and then on hard, I always try to, yeah, do this thing with the lamppost. On easy, if you have crits on easy, I think it's better to just punch the fourth guy, but no, I respect the commitment to that, to just going for that skip, because like honestly, the time doesn't matter when you're starting out. It's better to just get better every
La
run,
porte est ouverte.
and you're not gonna get better if you don't try the skips.
What the hell is that? I held battle mode and he didn't do anything.
Déployez un diamond back dans la cour principale, chef. On l'aura.
Il faut reconnaître qu'ils sont optimistes.
Yeah, and oh, he's got the missile barrage, so that's good.
Ces unités blindées.
What?
Mais il faudra quelques
Yeah,
jours.
so I always try to, yeah, so on keyboard maybe it's easier, but I always try to aim the camera towards this area so that when I missile barrage, it's more likely for the missile barrage to hit those 4 tanks on the left, and then you can shoot the one on the right. It's really hard to see otherwise, like at least for me, like I couldn't see that like I even have it paused, like I have it paused and I can barely see this like while it's paused, so I don't know, it's very hard to see, so I guess it's a common mistake.
Chef, il a percé le blindage. Comme vous disiez.
Ce qu'ils cherchent, c'est les otages. Limitez les conversations radio au minimum complet. Ils vous écoutent. Je suis sûr que tu nous écoutes, pas vrai, Batman? Alors écoute un peu ça.
How old is this run? February 16th, 2021. That is almost 2 years old.
Alors, déployez-vous dans cette foutue ville et bouclez-la. Je veux que l'on avance fermement la corde du contact dans 1 heure.
Yeah, so he does the thing where you shoot the 3 guys. I know that Kaylee now likes to do the thing where you shoot like 2 of them, and then you eject and take out. You do like an eject takedown of the 3rd guy. I still don't like that. I don't know. I like being able to glide to the door, because gliding is supposed to be faster than running. But I guess we
Keep
could
your
time it.
guns.
Wait.
Keep your guns.
Yeah, I guess the audio cues are going to be different in French. Yeah, you might die.
Fine.
Oh my god. Oh man. That's funny.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, guns do a lot of damage.
Je voulais pas que ça finisse comme ça, Batman. J'espérais que tu tiendrais plus longtemps.
I have a feeling, because this is his first run, we're going to be seeing a lot of these such game over
Where the
streams.
hell?
Dieu merci, vous êtes là. Ça y est, go, go, go. Dispersion.
We might get joke categories. I mean, there's like a meme percent Discord.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Okay, that was
race
good. That was the
versus
last guy. You
next
could have
marathon.
bataranged him.
Sure.
Yeah, crouch every time, and yeah, and
Race
after
versus-
every fight, you should just crouch, so that you can avoid the thing where he like looks at his
Oh, if you
wrist.
want.
Vous savez pas tout, Batman. L'épouvantail, il était...
Calmez-vous.
So this is February 2021. Yeah, this is before my current world record. So there's probably going to be a bunch of old strats.
That makes sense.
Vous avez trouvé l'épouvantail?
Pas encore. C'est pire que prévu.
Comment ça pourrait être pire?
Il construit une bombe assez puissante pour envelopper toute la côte est dans sa toxine de terreur. Partez d'ici avec vos hommes.
Yeah, so the old way of doing this was to actually like glide to this next fight, but I think that driving is faster. This glide is like
Maître
pretty
Bourse,
crap.
les tanks de la milice sont partout dans la ville. Gotham est occupé.
Si je n'arrête pas la bombe de l'épouvantail, il n'y aura plus de
And your
milice.
Batmobile's closer. Yeah, so yeah, I do a fear takedown. I make sure to try to take those two guys. So on hard, yeah, I want to take out the first two guys. I want to get four guys in the fear takedown on hard. On easy, I generally try to do like only three of the guys because that first takedown is really slow. It's just on hard because of the how many more hits the guys require.
Really?
Oh, that's
I hate
funny.
the batterings in this fucking game.
Yeah, so what he
Yeah.
should have done is I think the way to do the fight is to just batarang immediately after the takedown to knock down both of those guys, then do a ground takedown, and then then after you finish the ground takedown, one of the last guy will stand up and you can batarang him. Yeah, the punch is
Really?
a mistake. Yeah, that's just barely
I hate the batterings in this fucking game.
yeah, just barely too late. You even heard the
So
sound.
fucking useless.
These ninjas are really hard. I don't know. I hate these ninjas. Also, I guess another thing is you don't have crits. You really should have gotten crits whenever you could. When were you able to afford it? Oh, you had crits. You could have gotten crits now. Yeah, get crits immediately. Not necessarily to do damage
Do I have
per se,
crits?
but
Not
being
yet.
able to build your combo faster to do combo takedowns is really important, especially against ninjas. Because the combo takedowns on ninjas in this game are really are actually pretty fast.
Do I have crits?
Yeah,
Not
okay.
yet.
Yeah, you don't have crits.
Why is
Oh, I
it-
think I was in your chat and I was like, you need to buy crits right now.
Get crits.
Yeah, I'm telling you to get crits, so yeah. Oh, I actually do the opposite. What I do is I actually move this thing down first, and then I move it towards the car. Because I think I don't know, I have that's just I think it's faster just because you only have to move it down like a very small amount, and then like you also have a very good visual cue of when you need to stop moving it towards you. Because it'll get blocked on the wall, so. Okay, see you, Retro. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's What? How did that happen? That like never happens. Is it because the ramp is too far
Even gravity
back?
is hard at this difficulty.
Yeah, I think it's because the ramp is too far back, which is, I guess, another thing. Yeah, this tank fight is gonna be tough on controller. Okay, have a good lurk. Yeah, but the most important thing, right, is to not get hit. Oh, I guess it's not too big of a deal to get hit in this tank fight. But yeah, so you can actually skip this fight, which I didn't even do in my world record because I didn't know about it. But still hasn't gotten crits. Which he really needs to get.
Nice roll.
Okay, good.
C'est le deuxième ouvrier assassiné. J'aurais dû empêcher ça.
Yeah, the other reason to get crits is to sort of get multi-ground later on.
Vous ne devriez pas être aussi dur avec Tim. Il veut seulement aider.
Ne vous laissez laissez pas influencer par vos sentiments pour lui.
Vous croyez peut-être que j'ai envie qu'il risque sa peau? Je préférais qu'il reste en dehors de ça. Mais il pourrait vous aider.
Si Robin n'arrive pas à sauver ses chauves, les répercussions sont tout aussi dangereuses que la bombe de l'épouvantail.
What? What is Wake it, dude?
Yeah, wait, that's actually weird. That should have. I feel like that should have. Those other shots should have worked. Because that's usually where I try to aim. I try to aim like. Oh, okay, that one is fine. That one makes sense. But I usually try to aim like. Usually I thought that works. That shot, but maybe it's the one above.
What is Wake it, dude?
Okay, maybe it is the one above. So aim in the aim in like the second. Kind of in the top half.
Ça fait 3 morts. Ces monstres vont le payer cher.
On les arrêtera. Comme toujours, pas vrai?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one of the things that I like I've never timed is like whether it's actually faster to drop the elevator. I don't actually know. Probably it might not be. I should time that. It's like there's a lot of things in this game that I like want to time, but I never get around to it, and then I do runs, and then I'm like I should time this, and then I never do. Yeah, another thing is whether it's faster to roll and then crouch, or if it's faster to not roll and then slide kick into this area. That's another thing that, like, I've never timed, but I've always wanted to, but then I forget to actually do it. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, what I usually try to do is I try to actually take out this ninja and this medic in the fear takedown, but at least he got a ninja, so that's yeah, and targeting the gotta punch that medic, he's gonna revive someone. Oh, he revived a ninja. That's like the worst thing that could happen.
Tout va bien. Vous êtes sauvés. Jim, j'ai sauvé le deuxième ouvrier. Je vous le ramène.
Et l'épouvantail?
Il est dans le...
C'est aussi...
Yeah, and again, you should crouch after you finish one of these dialogues. Yeah, I think that dropping the elevator is probably faster, but... Yeah, this tank fight, this drone fight is really hard. It's like so dumb too. Like I don't know.
I hate this fight so much.
It's one of the worst things about this category. Yeah, this is very slow. Oh yeah, use the missile barrage, which is a mistake. You want to use the missile barrage on the. What you're trying to do is you're trying to destroy all the tanks really quickly, and then use the missile barrage on this flying drone, and then you're able to destroy it before it does one of the diving cycles, like it's doing right now. I think. Well, I guess not now, but otherwise you have to destroy it. Otherwise you have to destroy it manually like this, and it takes like an extra minute. Even having like one missile barrage is better than having none. It like takes twice as long like this, and then now you have to wait for the diving cycle before you're able to actually destroy it, even though his health is very low. And on hard, it's like particularly scary because it's just super easy to die as well in that fight. You don't really have tank upgrades, so
Emmenez-les au GCPD, mais soyez prudents. La milice a envahi Gotham.
Qu'est-ce que vous allez
Oracle, je dois atteindre l'épouvantail.
okay, let's skip past this. So let's see, does he go for... I guess he's gonna go for the ramp jump. I think Kaywin goes for like everything that was known. Just doesn't necessarily succeed in the first run, which I respect.
No, that's
Oh, that's unlucky. That should have worked. But I think the ramp is at like a little bit of an awkward angle. Oh, you gave up? What are you doing? I think you can get it to work.
Les forces de frappe sont prêtes. Je vais tout là.
Oh.
Un élément crucial.
If you're gonna go through the effort of
Déçois pas.
one thing, actually, I forgot if it works that way. I think that if you're on top here, and then you drive the Batmobile into this thing, I think Batman automatically gets into the car. I don't quite remember. I'm not sure if you have to actually get back into the car. But like, yeah, I guess it makes sense to go for it again. But like, if you're gonna go to the top and adjust the ramp, like I would have just done it the intended way. Like you're already going to this thing. It's just funny to adjust it so that you can do the thing that you're skipping. You're supposed to. The reason to do that skip is so that you don't have to adjust it again. But then adjusting it so that you can do the skip is really funny to me. It looks a little scary because could be in range of that that sentry, but it's fine. I forget if this was known. Yeah, so so you've always been able to skip this, but we found like a fairly consistent way of doing it, although it's still pretty hard. So it saves like an extra like 20 something seconds. Yeah, and then this Predator, we need to find a better strat for this, because this silent takedown always bothers me, but I don't know, this is like pretty easy, so. Yeah, so bataranging and then ground takedown is fine. I like to actually just kick the guy and then do like a regular ground takedown. I don't think it's any slower. Oh, and you got them clustered together. That's really good. Like really good. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Yeah, just commit to the sphere takedown and then the last guy's not going to be too much slower. Oh, that's weird that didn't work. But since it's the last guy, what you should, instead of doing a ground takedown, you should just punch him. It'll knock him out, so.
Alfred,
J'ai
Synthèse de l'agent neutralisant.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites? C'est trop tard. Vous ne pouvez pas l'arrêter.
je sais, je n'essaie pas de l'arrêter, mais je peux réduire le rayon de l'explosion.
Et vous, que va-t-il vous arriver?
Ça n'a pas d'importance. Trouvez-la, Alfred.
Agent neutralisant déployé.
Ces bonbonnes sont très instables. Je vais devoir me déplacer doucement et être très prudent.
Monsieur, je vous en conjure, changez d'avis.
Yeah, it's way too fast, but it's good to be aggressive. Like,
Pas d'autre moyen.
I like the instinct.
Il y a toujours un autre moyen, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah, it does.
Agent neutralisant déployé. Rayon de l'explosion réduit de 25%.
Où est-elle, Alfred?
Je n'en ai aucune idée.
C'est ma faute si l'entendez.
Elle connaissait les risques, Maître Bruce. Elle s'en voudra autant que vous d'avoir permis que cela arrive. Monsieur, écoutez-moi. Vous ne voyez pas? C'est ce qu'il veut. Sans vous...
Yeah, this is so much slower than in any percent.
Pas le laisser gagner.
Okay, I mean, aside from like putting these in a bit slowly, like it's fine to do that. I'm not sure if there's too much else.
Neutralisant déployé. Rayon de l'explosion réduit de 50%.
It's just practice.
Bâtiment. Vous n'avez plus
Yeah, you can pull these out
je vous en prie.
faster and push these in faster.
J'ai appris, ce qui est juste.
I usually try to have like 3 of these things light up, yeah, like that. I'm not sure exactly how you do this on controller, because on controller, like on keyboard, you can just mash the forward button and it gets you to this thing at a pretty good pace. Yeah, so you could... Yeah, this is fine.
Agent neutralisant déployé. Rayon de l'explosion accru de 1000%. Accru de 1000%. Accru de 1000%.
I didn't
Aw,
know it could,
yeah,
carry
too
on.
aggressive, but good instinct.
Oh my god.
Oh, almost died. That's funny.
Je t'ai menti.
You thought Joker was dead? So did I.
Génial. Je suis
Okay.
censé rentrer comme
The objective marker.
incroyable.
Okay, I think this all looks fine.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que cet endroit?
Yeah, this looks good. Oh, yeah, you're actually a little too close to these doors. You can be a little further away. Again, I like to look down. And if you're in that second to outer circle, then you'll be able to interact with everything. That's kind of like the furthest away that you can interact.
Vous devez le faire sortir. Ils sont enfermés et ils m'ont fait subir des tests comme un rat de laboratoire. Hein? Mais moi, j'ai rien fait de mal.
Yeah, start spinning the camera. Okay.
Content que vous soyez venu, Jim. Il faut que vous voyez ça.
I used to start spinning when he says there's nothing wrong with me, which is,
C'est quoi cet endroit?
I don't know, I don't know French, but I feel that, also, like, I guess you can, if, like, I'm familiar with, like, with Henry's animations when he's saying that.
Tout d'abord, on doit s'accorder sur certaines priorités. Bien sûr, tu as sauvé. Oh, Batou, tu m'as manqué. Toute la subtilité et la délicatesse d'un lavement au napalm.
Oh god.
Oh, he turned a little too early, that's funny. Just decided to drive into the wall.
Alright, I thought
Alfred?
Alright, so...
when I did this on NG Plus, I died for sure.
Toujours. D'accord.
Alfred, analysez les forces de la milice. Les déploiements, les équipements, les déplacements. Je veux savoir ce que
Okay, that was kind of the last point you can eject.
D'occupation et je vous fais
Yeah, so the strat here, I think the strat, like, we still do it this way. on hard where
Oh,
you
I
go
don't
here
have
and then you
fast
just
forward.
do a silent takedown on this guy. Oh, I guess he's gonna do a loud takedown. I like the silent takedown just because it lets you can then fear takedown the rest of these guys. Like now you kind of have to just wait for them to come to you, which isn't actually fast. Oh no, you get a fear takedown. Oh, should have done a takedown on this guy, but oh, that was a little scary. Yeah, just punch the last guy. But yeah, that fear takedown would have been good, but yeah, we got a punch instead.
Ça m'étonnerait.
That was the best fight of my life. In this game.
Yeah, I know that like some people like to be very aggressive in these predators on hard. Even on easy, it's a bit risky to use batarangs a lot when if you don't have a combo. Using batarangs is very risky in glitchless because you can accidentally takedown cancel really easily. So I generally prefer like bat claw or freeze grenading instead of batarangs.
Comment j'ai pu laisser faire ça?
Vous n'auriez jamais pu prévoir une chose pareille, Jim.
C'est mon boulot de prévoir ce genre de choses. En tant que flic et en tant que père. Tout s'est passé sous mes yeux.
Being in tank mode, does that slow this down? This feels slower, but it's hard to know because I don't have the audio cues for French.
Sounds like a good prediction.
Whoa, oh, that's unfortunate. This
Oh,
car chase is very hard.
Trader to the raid. How was your hundo?
Whoa.
And you fucking died.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I've had a lot of car chases like this. Whoa, okay. It's okay. Silver lining is Gordon might be ending up in a good spot. Except the car is
Don't
really
worry,
far,
Gordon,
so probably
I'll
not.
save you. Did you get that sub 7 trader?
Oh. Oh, Trader. I haven't heard that name in a while. Yeah, and so now we caught Gordon in a bad spot and that car chase took forever.
La voie est libre.
C'est trop dangereux, Jim. Montez
This is like having Gordon end at Panessa is like the worst place for him to end up. Okay.
Sub 8.
And he got the objective
Oh,
marker
no.
like
What?
as far away as possible. That's funny.
Oh, you didn't get sub 8? What did I say?
Faites en sorte qu'on arrive en un seul morceau. On n'a plus beaucoup de temps.
Okay, yeah, here there's no gameplay because on console you can't do the dialogue skip.
Merci, Alfred.
Indestructible police cars are my favorite. They stop you from going where you want to go.
Je passe en contrôle manuel.
Oh. that was the ramp.
Yeah, missed the ramp. Very common. I would have gone up the other ramp, the ramp that was on the right, but doesn't, I guess, whatever.
Jim, la tour de l'horloge est encerclée. Je vais dégager la zone. Je vous préviendrai quand vous pourrez entrer sans risque.
Cette chose, quand elle est en mouvement, impossible à verrouiller.
He's doing a very good job of avoiding all of the all the shots. Ah, got hit. Getting hit here isn't that big of a deal. It's just gonna make the next tank fight a little annoying. But in any percent, you really want to try to have as much missile barrage as you can. Because the next thing you do in any percent is a Cobra fight, and having more missile barrage is better for that.
Blanco.
Faites surprise.
okay? Yeah. Oh yeah. You want to try to be able to run to Barbara. Um, okay, so how does he do this part? Yeah, you gotta look at Barbara for a bit. Yeah, turn around. Turn around. I think it works. Yeah. Okay, good. And on PS5, you don't want to reload. The loading times are not worth it. Or not PS5, whatever console is on PS4. It's
Well,
the loading
easy
times are
with
very
those
bad.
marathons.
So reloading here is not good. If you have good loading times, it's
very
it's good.
Je dois savoir ce qui est arrivé à Barbara. Le système.
What's going on?
Yeah, this is like unbearably slow on controller. On keyboard and mouse, this is so much faster. You're gonna want to maybe you need to get better at like SM64 Bowser throws.
Là, c'est le véhicule. Je peux
So that you spin faster. I actually like to run off of this. I like to run off of this thing right here. So that he does a little jump and then he can dive into the objective. I think that's probably a little faster. Yeah, then you can start scanning like while Batman is talking sometimes. So
Oh, that was.
yeah, that scan was a bit. The scan didn't quite work properly.
Alfred, je veux le nom du chevalier d'Arkham.
Moi aussi, maître Bourse. Il n'a certainement pas choisi.
It's weird that it didn't work. It should have worked. But yeah, I don't know what's up with these scans. Like, I feel like you're looking in the right spots, but it's not working for like no apparent reason. So you're doing like an extra 2 scans, which is not great. Yeah, and basically you want to make sure this last scan here triggers the cutscene, which it did, so that was good. Yeah, tank fights look so bad on controller. It's like...
Oh my. The jukes on these tanks. Jeez, I can't fucking shoot a fish in a barrel.
Oof. Yeah, I would use the missile barrage kind of immediately, because especially like on hard, there's like no guarantee that you don't just get hit randomly. So using the missile barrage, kind of as soon as you have it, I do. I think it's a good idea, especially because this is controller as well. So yeah, there we go. It's also there were only 4 tanks left, so it wraps up the fight very quickly.
La charge de la bombe est exposée. Avec le treuil électrique, je peux déclencher une explosion contrôlée.
Tu crois que c'est fini, chevalier noir? Toute la ville est prête à exploser. Essaie de désamorcer les bombes. Et t'auras affaire à encore plus de drones. Tu vois, j'attends ce moment depuis des années. Et personne ne viendra cacher. Sinon, je transforme Gotham en cratère fumant.
Alfred, la piste du chevalier d'Arkham mène à Miagani Island. Abaissez le Mercy Bridge.
Impossible, monsieur. C'est bloqué.
La milice a dû réussir à s'infiltrer dans le système de contrôle des transports. Trouvez-moi leur point d'accès.
Bien. Si je suis le trafic du réseau, il semblerait que tout soit redirigé vers la gare de Grande Avenue.
Alors c'est forcément là-bas. Je vais y aller à pied et prendre le contrôle de leur point d'accès.
Okay, so
Vous pourrez abaisser le pont.
feel like this is an old glide path, but what I started liking doing more is starting to glide on the left side of here, where you can get a lot of grapple cancel points off of the bridge. Because here you're starting out with like a big dive, which I don't really. I think the grapple cancels would be better. That was a very ambitious grapple cancel, but yeah, the not you didn't have you didn't cancel at a high enough point. Yeah, this is diving's unfortunate, but yeah, it's easier than the grapple cancel that you would have had, especially on controller. Okay, let's see what strat he does here. Yeah, so I always start out with this. I really like this strat, so then you go down immediately, yeah, and then do the silent takedown. The strat is really easy. Yeah, grapple, yeah, it was the wrong gargoyle, but yeah, then you do a fear takedown here. Yep, and then this guy's always going to climb up this ladder, so then you can, yeah, do that. And then this last guy, yeah, the grapple doesn't...
Oh, he fucked the drone.
Yeah, I wouldn't have grappled, I would have just, like, glided to him or something, but it's fine. Yeah, and I think it's important to get the trophy in here. I know I didn't used to do that, but being able to having the flexibility of skipping the second Riddler dialogue is worth it. So even on hard, I get the trophy.
Alfred.
Oh, right, this is the old way of walking as well. Now what I do is, I don't know if, like, I mean, I do it, but I'm pretty sure I got it from Kwing, which is to, they're like these stairs on Batman's right, and to walk up those, and it's just a more direct gliding path to the orphanage.
Hey, it's my intellectual superior.
Yeah, your intellectual superior. Really like the
I'm graced by
stuff Kwing says in some of these old runs, especially. They're very funny. Alright, does he go for this terrible fight skip? No, he doesn't. But if you're not gonna go for the fight skip, what you should I know that I think Kwing is familiar with it, but if you're not, let me just sort of show. I didn't go for it in my world record because it's way too hard. Or it's not hard. It's the fight skip's inconsistent, and then the issue also is that if you mess up the fight skip on hard, it's a disaster. The fight is so slow. On easy, it's a little bit better. So what I try to do here is do a fear takedown, but only do a fear takedown where you have one of the guys in the fear takedown. The big issue is there's this Riddler informant which takes ages to interrogate. So if you take out two of the guys in the fear takedown, the only guy left is going to be the Riddler informant, and the only way you can take him out is like by interrogating him. So I try to take out three guys here. Then what I do is you can then ground take down him and then batarang the last guy. So that's if you're not going to go for the fight skip, then I would recommend doing it this way. So again, it's fear takedown where you only target one of the guys in the first takedown, and then punch this guy and then ground takedown, and then batarang. And it's important to punch him and not batarang, because if you batarang, Batman will usually target the non-Riddler informant And if you happen to knock both of the guys down and you try to ground takedown, Batman will target the non-Riddler informant. So you want to take out this Riddler informant before the last guy, as much as possible to save time if you're going to go for this. So
Another guy wanted.
yeah, so yeah, because he didn't do that, this fight's going to be pretty slow, I think. Okay, good. He was able to combo take down him. So getting the Riddler. So if you're gonna do this fight, you just want to take out the Riddler informant as quickly as possible. So overall, that was a decent fight, but I would still recommend the other strat if you're gonna go for, if you're not gonna go for the fight skip.
Batman, ça a un...
On reste calme.
Ah, enfin tous les participants sont là. Ce soir, il y aura des énigmes à gogo. Mais d'abord, permettez-moi de vous présenter mes chers acolytes.
Yeah, but they didn't get banned because of a hundo, did they?
Yeah, so I like to actually start out this fight with a Batclaw slam. It just gets your combo up better. And really the fastest way of doing this, even on hard, is to just punch and try to avoid countering. Basically, when you have your combo like at 2 or more, then you just 3 crits is all that's needed to take out a robot. So if you just do that, it's better. So in order to avoid the having to counter, you try to target robots that are like a little more isolated.
Because of a hundo, did they? What? Why didn't that get
Yeah, and the beatdown is slow. Combo takedowns are slow. Oh, yeah. Should have recognized that that guy was going to be taken out very quickly. Yeah, now he's going to do the old strat where you scan Catwoman's collar. Yeah, it's too small.
fucking give me this?
Yeah, you need to zoom in to scan it. You need to
Give me
get
the
much closer, I
fucking thing,
think.
dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, again, I like the I like doing the trophy
Tu reviens tout de suite.
so that you can skip that much more
Yeah,
easily.
Have done it on easy every time.
Alors là, Batman, mon vieux, en voilà un sacré dilemme, pas vrai? Est-ce que tu vas sauver la
Yeah, for whatever reason, you have to select this objective in order to actually interact with the area. It's really weird. It's like one of the only places where you have to do that.
I look forward to it.
Et puis, tu ne peux pas sauver entièrement
Only in this category, and 100% with some of the skips we do, you actually don't have to.
I love it.
No. K-Wing, you should go to the right and grapple off of this this tower here.
Love it.
Grapple cancel off of it. This dive bomb is
330.
ill-advised.
Oh my god, he hits everything.
Yeah, and you'll get a... I guess that was fine.
Alfred, je suis au pont.
Un instant, monsieur. Je dois vous prévenir, les forces de la milice sont présentes en grand nombre devant vous.
C'est bien noté.
J'ai pu
Okay, yeah, so I guess you're using Batman's dialogue as a dialogue cue.
monsieur. Il semblerait qu'elle ait trouvé le point faible des drones. Un tir de canon vulcain sur leur récepteur devrait suffire.
Yeah, one little trick is to have Season of Infamy installed. And then you'll know whether the bridge got lowered without having to just assume it was. Whoa, that's a little scary.
Alors, retrouvez-la.
Yeah. Yeah, and here now you just dive backward and dive forward. That's
La voiture est vide. Le chevalier
that's
d'Arkham
like
a
the
dit
way to
qu'il
that's like the faster way of
reste
triggering
convaincu
this.
de plus près. dirait que le conducteur ne portait pas sa ceinture. Je devrais trouver le corps.
Run.
Trace de gaz lacrymogène sur la joue droite du conducteur. Oracle devait être sur le siège passager quand elle a provoqué l'accident. Astucieux.
Here, a bit too far. Okay.
La porte a été arrachée durant l'accident. Si j'arrive à trouver l'endroit où elle a atterri, je pourrais comprendre ce qui s'est passé. Les charnières ont été complètement arrachées. La porte a dû être ouverte avant d'arracher. Oracle est sorti. Il faut que j'examine la reconstitution pour déterminer l'endroit où elle a atterri. Oracle est sorti du véhicule avant l'accident.
Oh, he missed.
Oracle s'est arrêté ici. Quelqu'un lui a tiré dessus.
I think this looks pretty good.
Des tests balistiques. Le calibre correspond à l'arme de poing du chevalier d'Arkham. La trajectoire et la profondeur de l'impact désignent un tireur de sa taille. À cette distance, il ne pouvait pas manquer sa cible. Un tir
A
d'avertissement.
warning shot.
Quelque chose m'échappe. Oracle savait qu'elle ne pourrait pas fuir. Elle n'a pas provoqué cet accident pour rien. Elle a dû laisser un indice en rampant hors du véhicule.
Monsieur Wayne.
And pretty sure gliding over to Wayne Tower is the right thing. Oh, you're going the wrong way, though. I don't know why you're going this way. But I think gliding over to Wayne Tower is the right move, just because there's so many tanks that will cause problems. This is not the greatest glide path, but it's okay. Yeah, so this is always one of the annoying things is that if you grapple the gargoyle right here, then you'll grapple to the top immediately. But if you grapple the railing, then you have to grapple this gargoyle and then grapple to the top, and it's really annoying. It's like one of the things that's just really annoying about this part.
C'est gentil à vous de passer.
Use computer.
Identité confirmée. Bonsoir, Monsieur Wayne. Chargement de la forme d'onde pour un adulte.
Okay, yeah, good. That's the right upgrade to get. You don't need CPU virus until after the second upgrade, so weapons generator I think is correct. So where's he gonna call this tank? I guess you could call it here. So I think the glide path he's taking to here is not the greatest, but I do like to call the Batmobile in this area, just because it avoids any other tanks spotting me. And yeah, then this tank fight's always really annoying. You really want to not aggro too many tanks, but he's already aggroed a lot more tanks than are actually part of the fight. What I would do is I would not actually go out here. I would stay towards the Miyagani in the Miyagani tunnel area and let the tanks come to me, because now he's risking aggroing all the other tanks in the vicinity of this. Yeah, he just aggroed another like 2. So I think it's important to stay in the Miyagani tunnel area and use your missile barrage. Might as well use it whenever it's charged up, especially on hard. Okay, he's aggroed like every single tank on the island, so ideally, I think optimally you'll end up with around like 37 to 40 tanks remaining. On average, I'll end up with like 30 tanks remaining, or if I end up with above 30 tanks remaining, that means I didn't aggro too many of them. And then, but I think Kwing's gonna end up with like almost 20, with like maybe less than 20 tanks remaining. It's gonna be very slow, but it's also gonna be hard because just tank fights on controller are hard. You want to make them as short as possible. Yeah, it's kind of funny, like especially on hard, you really want to use your missile barrage as soon as possible, because there's no guarantee that you're gonna still have it because it's hard. But it's actually a very common beginner mistake that I see in general, which is people don't use their missile barrages very well or very frequently. Okay, so 23 tanks remaining. That's very little. That means that you destroyed an extra 10 to 15 tanks that you didn't have to. I think there's a way to like make sure that you have like around in the high 30s, but I haven't actually like practiced it. In 100% I get that a lot better, a lot more easily, but in Glitchless I find that it's much harder to do that, I guess. I'm not sure why. Alright, so does Kwing do the cool controller thing here? Or basically, so the thing is that on controller, navigating to this gadget select is slow. So, let's see if he does that. Whoa, oh no, he doesn't. So what Kwing does now, which I think is really clever, which is for controller, it's to avoid more of that menuing for switching gadgets. He throws at the second RC battering immediately, and then has it go to the second switch. And then he only has to switch gadgets once to the line launcher. Here he has to switch gadgets like 4 times. So, that's a controller thing. If you're going to be doing stuff with controller where you have to use this gadget wheel, then it's a very good idea. I guess he didn't discover it in his first Glitchless hard run, so it's fine. One other thing is, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, you really want to get multi-ground takedown for this fight. This fight is hard. Like, it's like actually difficult. It's funny how difficult it is, I think. But it's like the first kind of pretty difficult fight because there's a brute, there are ninjas. It's bad.
Try weave titanium coated armor plating. Nice.
dans la salle de contrôle. Montrez-lui ce qui arrive quand on ose s'attaquer à ma ville.
Tu te débarrasseras pas de moi.
Okay, yeah, I think so. This is old, but this is an old strat. But I think this is bad, where you backclaw him into this lamppost and then take him out. The reason why is that this animation is a slow-mo animation. If you instead, what you should do is you should jump over the guy and then beat him down, and the guys will spawn in while you're beating down. They'll like come in. Whereas here, there's like this awkward period where you lose your combo, and then the guys run in. So I think having your combo in this fight is a bit more important, and also I think it's probably just faster because you don't have the slow-mo animation. Because like if you had your combo, you could like maybe like you could multi-ground a bunch of these guys, and you could or you could even like if you wanted to be conservative, you could combo take down one of the ninjas. Yeah, so this fight's not going great, but like he's not getting hit that much. Okay, now he is, but like really when you're starting out, you really don't want to get hit. So I did mention at the beginning, I wasn't sure if getting the rec gun is good.
Yep, exactly.
But it's like a good resource in fights. Yeah, so definitely do that. If you can environmental take down this guy, it's very good. Yeah, good. You got the medic and that. And then you can multi-ground now. Okay. Alright, that was a clutch ending. You're getting a little low on health. Yeah, that fight's hard. Like it's just hard. And sometimes it glitches out, which is always fun. It's like really stupid.
Je dois dégager le secteur. L'heure est venue de sauver Oracle et de faire payer le chevalier d'Arkham.
Je vois que vous êtes de retour dans la voiture.
Poursuis le chevalier. Il est là, dans les tunnels.
Espérons que Mademoiselle Gordon est avec lui.
Ah.
Oh, you can get in the Batmobile during this cutscene, which is better.
Monsieur, le radar thermique ne détecte qu'un corps, celui du conducteur. Aucun signe de Mademoiselle Gordon.
Yeah, and sometimes you can take out this third support vehicle like really quickly without having this slowdown animation, but I don't know. I used to be much better at it, but it's much harder than I remember. Ah, this is back when we thought that it was faster to ignore the support vehicles. Which I think Phoenix was like, bro, you're stupid. I think optimally, like, there's a scenario where it is faster to ignore the support vehicles, but destroying the support vehicles is so much more consistent. Phoenix was like, yeah, I destroy the support vehicles, it lowers the health of the APC, which I actually didn't know. I was kind of doing whatever Psychotic did. But...
Transport blindé HS
Yeah, and moving the Batmobile doesn't matter because this guy takes like ages to fall out of the APC.
Le conducteur n'est pas le chevalier d'Arkham, mais il saura où je peux le trouver.
Alright, this is fine. Do you get this? Yeah, it was like an extra. I guess it doesn't matter.
Where is he?
Fournis des planques pour l'attaque. Le chevalier est allé le payer pour ses services. C'est tout. C'est tout ce que je sais. Attendez, non, s'il vous plaît, non, non.
Oh man, that's funny. That was a really long dialogue in French. I guess that's I guess when it comes, if we're doing dialogue testing, this is going to have to be something that we look at, which is what possible dialogues there are for this and how long they are. Because that was a really long dialogue.
Il utilise la... Je re...
Holy shit. Does not like.
Yeah, and because you destroyed like every single tank in the island, this is a very not risky drive.
sont bien cryptées. Dois-je le bloquer pour éviter toute intrusion future?
Gardez le canal ouvert, Alfred.
Feel that I guess this still works, so that's fine. You are going the wrong way though, but it's okay. You will reorient yourself. Looks like you know where to go, you just realized that you were started out in the wrong direction.
Où il est passé?
Recherche dans le périmètre.
Yeah, 30 blames Upton Hill for him being bad at the game.
Anyways, actually,
Not bad at the
so
game.
so now there's like a skip here where you scan the riddle and then reload. Is it still? I'm not sure if it's worth it to do that on controller, because of the loading times. The other thing is that like I have a strat for this fight when I use the disruptor, and when you don't have the one of the guns like disrupted twice, the strat has to change. I'm not sure what the right strat is.
Elle explosera au tir suivant, assommant l'utilisateur et renversant tout le monde à proximité. La pièce est
No, K-Wing, you want to shoot that gun twice because then you don't have to worry about that guy in the fight. That guy will get knocked out.
d'avoir un choc.
So, shoot that gun twice. So, basically, oh, and yeah, you don't need to throw the smoke, but yeah, now you're going to. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Then you'll just batarang the guy and then multi-ground. I guess it's fine. Yeah. Oh, I guess no, you do want to reload because you have to reload anyway. Yeah, sorry, that's the right place to reload. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that fight is going to be a little bit... We have to have a different strat for that fight.
Voyons. Un camion rempli d'armes et d'explosifs. Je peux utiliser la fonction pistage du brouilleur pour marquer le véhicule et le suivre dans Gotham. Bien. Je n'ai plus qu'à les motiver un peu pour qu'ils me mènent à leur...
Okay, let's see if in your first glitchless hard run you go for the predator skip.
La subtilité marche à tous les coups. En restant sur les...
Was this before we started getting the trophies?
cachés nulle part loin. Le marquage du véhicule...
Yeah, this is probably before we started getting the trophies for the free
Faut que je
XP.
garde la cible en vue et à portée.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? T'essayes de nous tuer? C'est Batman! Il faut qu'on se tire d'ici! Où est-ce qu'on va? On rentre à la planque! Non mais ça va pas! Ça le mènera tout droit à Cobblepot! Alors je fais quoi? Contente-toi de rouler! On réussira peut-être à le semer! Est-ce que tu le vois? Je conduis là! Ok, j'ai entendu personne parler de Batman, moi. On laisse mais...
Tant mieux. Retourne à la planque avant qu'il nous retrouve.
J'y crois pas. On a réussi.
Batman, tu parles. Complètement surfait.
Même contre ce tas de Ferrari, il a rien pu faire.
This is an old strat. Well, actually, I don't even know what strat this is.
Ça doit être lourd. Je vais perdre le camion. Il faut que je le suive depuis les toits.
Yeah, I guess this isn't the old strat where you batarang everyone off the ladders. That yeah, that drone is gonna destroy you if you go for those guys. But yeah, this is very slow and also not that safe. Oh boy. Okay, good. Yeah, I really like the strat that I have now for this. It's
Le toit était lourdement gardé. Il s'agit sûrement du point d'entrée.
very safe. Like this one is a little less safe on it, in my opinion. Yeah, destroying that is unfortunately worth it. So we all learned the hard way that destroying that sentry if you're over there is the right thing to do.
The Arkham Knight, Barbara Gordon, where are they?
Yeah, where are they? Alright. Good countering, K-Wing. Good gameplay.
Simon Stagg. Do not lie to me.
Good countering again, K-Wing.
Shoot.
Eh. Alright, let's see how this fight goes. Okay, very good multi-round. Yep, that's pretty good as well. Oh yeah, I would have bataranged. Yeah, I don't know what the right thing to do there is. I think that using one of those sticks is probably better. Alright, yeah, picking that guy up is a good idea. So yeah, I think for the brute, using one of the sticks is probably better, and then like doing a combo takedown on him or something like that, or two sticks.
Éloigné du corps. Je dois être à une bonne distance avant que ça explose. Alfred, trouvez tout ce que vous pouvez sur Simon Stagg.
The start of the commandment, of course.
Voyons un peu comment ça se présente. Dis donc, c'est une bonne vieille embuscade. Oh, oh, oh. Attends ici, Batou. Laisse donc ton cher oncle Joe se charger de ces imbéciles.
Si je descends, je serai tué dans la seconde. Il doit
Yeah, it's always annoying, like, doing that at the right time. It's, very annoying. Thought you were about to, like, drive off. That was funny. good. Yeah.
Monsieur, le dirigeable de Stag a été
And yeah, for this Predator, there's like a different strat I started using. That's not even in my
Qui est-ce qu'on protège?
not even in my world record. I didn't use the updated strat. Wonder what strat you're gonna do. Probably the old one.
Tu sais, une partie de moi aimerait qu'ils soient encore vivants. Une joker? Ouais, t'as toujours eu un grain, toi. Reconnais-le, on bossait sur les coups bien poilants avec lui. Au moins, là, je suis sûr que...
Not sure about this movement. It's okay. I think you've
it's
gotten
really
enough
rewarding
fast
just off as a
glides.
bat
It's
and hunt
probably
crime every day
fine.
for years.
Yes, this is the old strat, which is fine. I actually like this strat for beginners, but get out of detective vision. Yeah, there you go. And then get back in detective vision. Yeah, but unfortunately, when you do a loud takedown on that guy, the guy runs away. So yeah, I guess do I have a... Let's see here. Do I have my so in my tutorial I have kind of the new strat, more updated one. Wow, that tutorial was so long. Okay. So yeah, the strat is so what the strat now is it's you go up here, do a fear takedown on these two guys, then go in here, then go in here, do a loud takedown on this guy, and then go over here and take this guy out however you can, and then take out the last guy however you can. What I did there was risky. That risk it's where I threw a batarang to get a faster ground takedown, but that's risky because you can accidentally takedown cancel, so I don't recommend that. But yeah, take the guy out however you can.
He shot me, but he still fell.
Yeah, you can get shot in this Predator a couple times. It's not a big deal. With the gadget wheel, when you threw the batarang, the wheel itself opened. Oh, I see. That's funny. It's funny that you remember that. That's yeah, so there's a other strat for this stupid glide up to this Wayne Tower. It's really hard to get up to Wayne Tower properly. But that's what K-Wing did is much safer, much easier, so I can't say it's not a bad idea. Or I can't say it's a bad idea to do what he did. Yeah, so you need the hacking device. How far am I in this run? Hour and a half. Okay. I've actually started to like not slide kicking into that rate because if you just crouch walk when you're up close, then you can actually walk like off the ledge a little bit faster. So that's just a little change I made since my world record. Yeah, I don't know the hacks for these. Oh, I guess it is protein, but in French. Yeah, be sure not to throw a batarang there. It's always fun to invalidate your run that way.
Je devrais pouvoir contrôler complètement le système de stabilisation du dirigeable. Par contre, le dispositif de piratage ne fonctionnera qu'à portée d'un terminal.
And it's interesting the stuff that happens in when you use controller.
Oh, okay.
Sure, that was intentional. You really wanted to climb that ladder again. Yeah, to avoid that, I always like to crouch walk off of there instead of that. It's not even slower because like you're not able to interact, you're not able to use the you're not able to tilt the airship again for a bit, so it's fine to just crouch walk instead of run. Yeah, and K-Wing timed this, and it's faster to just beat the guy down than to do, like, one combo takedown and then beat him down again. So, or it's the same speed, or it's like half a second faster or something. I guess on console you might not want to use smoke here because you have to use the gadget wheel. It is a free 3 takedowns, but you also have the 2-hit KO on hard, so not sure if it's worth it. You're gonna want to multi-ground a bit more. Yeah, there we go. That's a great multi-ground. Yeah, unfortunately one of the guys was charging at you, so the multi-ground wasn't as good as it could have been. Oh yeah, that's one thing you have to watch out for, is when you have a few guys left, and you batarang them, you need to make sure that you're not, that there's like someone else you can target other than the brute. Takes a bit of practice, but yeah, now you can just batarang these other 3 guys in multi-ground, which I guess you did.
Talk to me, rich boy.
Yeah, you have to kind of be aware of how many enemies are left. One thing that's really that's really helpful for doing that is to go into detective mode, because it tells you how many guys are left. So basically if there are like 4 and you notice that you knock 3 of them down and there's a brute, then you can instead of punching, you can grab a stick or something. Yeah, and what I've liked doing is I like to start out with a slide kick. Yeah, there we go. That way it targets better with the cape stun.
Cible sécurisée. On l'amène à Arc 2. Terminé. Batman! Non! La ferme! Dis-lui adieu. C'est la dernière fois que tu le vois.
Oh, I actually do it the other way. I guess it doesn't matter too much. It takes some time for this floor to open, so I actually like... Oh, that's the wrong place to grapple. But I guess what I try to do is while the floor is open, that's when I interact with this this grate here. Which I don't think it matters. I think the floor opens fast enough, but that's just kind of what I think about. No, I think you locked the wrong one, right? Oh no, but you did miss that one. Okay, I guess you're just locking everything. So you did 4 tilts.
So much. Why does it happen?
So yeah, it's just something you have to practice. The other thing is I have a hard time with that because it's hard to see whether something is locked or unlocked for me at least. I'm not sure if that's just me being colorblind or if that's a very common thing. Yeah, here, uh, yeah, here, it's actually kind of saves a little bit of time. Instead of grappling immediately, is to look up while you run and make sure that you grapple this top thing here. It saves like an extra second or something. Sock has another strat for this, which I've never actually learned. I need to learn it, but otherwise I do really like this strat.
J'ai téléchargé les codes. Je peux viser le drone ou ses cibles désignées pour le retour temporel.
Oh, well here then what I do is I actually try to take out this guy immediately, but this is I guess this is a safer version. And where does the last guy go? Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was fine. It's pretty good. Not dying is a good thing. I remember dying to this predator a lot. I remember dying to every predator a lot. It's very hard when you don't know when you don't have strats for them.
Sans ces empreintes au complet, je ne pourrais pas entrer. Les caméras de vidéosurveillance me
Ah, yeah, this is so slow.
la vidéo pour voir si les mains de Stag ont touché quelque chose pendant l'enlèvement. De là, j'ai besoin de
Yeah, no, Kwing, you have to scan the hand, not the leg.
Ici, je devrais examiner d'autres endroits.
You know,
j'aurais plus de chances de trouver la
scan the handprint.
Il a touché le sol après être
Oh, he's not even touching that. How did that work? He's like, oh, I guess he's like has the very tips of his fingers on it. His hand's not touching that. Gotta work on your Bowser throws, Kwing. But yeah. I wonder if like doing the Bowser throws like they do in SM64, like how much that will help, like how much faster that'll make this part. So this is interesting. Doing this part first. I don't like it because you can just grapple back to the computer immediately, so I think that it's better to do it in the other order.
J'ai réussi à reconstituer l'empreinte du majeur de Stag. Il reste encore une zone.
What? You can find that?
C'est quoi le plan? Reconstruire les empreintes digitales à partir de
You can climb a lot of random crap in this game. It's annoying. Really annoying.
Les armes ne sont plus un problème. Passons à l'épouvantail.
Whoa, wait, what?
Passons à l'épouvantail.
Wait, how did you get that grapple?
Les armes ne sont plus un problème.
That is really that is crazy. Like that's faster than the normal grapple, right? Yeah, doing hacks on controller is optimal, but it's so hard. Like, I'm so bad at using controller. Like, practically speaking, I'm just as fast on keyboard as I am on controller. Just crazy.
An hour and 44
Les
minutes.
tenues de combat de la milice peuvent libérer une charge électrique temporaire.
Yeah, please.
Je ne peux pas les frapper tant que c'est le cas.
I think it's only for Season of Infamy where I actually just go for the controller. Yeah, and I like the smoke here. Yeah, and then one thing I saw folk do, which I never like did in my runs until recently, which is to retgun the guy that's electrically charged, and then you can multi-ground him instead of the backclaw slam. Backclaw slamming is a bit slow.
L'option la plus agressive, monsieur?
Especially on hard, like when you have one hit KO, the ret gun can sometimes knock out the guy as well. On hard it doesn't, so you can have a much more predictable multi-ground. Oh, you almost missed the zoom in. Yeah, and instead of doing this, what we do now is we do a dive bomb. A small dive bomb, and then you can start with the fear takedown. I think Mando found that, which is very cool. That was a loud cough, but...
Messieurs, votre attention.
Yay, he scanned it, yay.
Votre vieil ami, Monsieur Stagg, a manqué à son devoir qui consistait à garder le déluge chargé et prêt pour l'opération. Nous allons devoir nous en occuper nous-mêmes.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you tilted it the other way. I guess there's like a very small chance that if you tilt it to the right first and then tilt it to the left, you don't have to tilt it again. It like just breaks the glass immediately. I've never had that happen, but Mike had that happen, so maybe you were going for that or you just tilted it the wrong way. I'm gonna assume you were going for that. Yeah, don't throw a batarang here. It didn't exist yet? Oh. Okay, time for this predator. This predator is... It took a while to find a strat for this predator that wasn't terrible. Yeah, this is the wrong way to do it. What you want to what you want to do is instead of grappling to the left, it's actually like way easier to grapple to the right. One is that you don't have to change the camera at all, so you grapple to the right, and then if you then you can grapple to the middle where you can get the fear takedown. So let's just see how I did it here. Sphere takedown's hard. It can be inconsistent for whatever reason. Here we go. Yeah, so grapple to the right here, and then you can grapple to the middle, and then you can get the fear takedown. The other thing I found is that 60 FPS actually makes this fear takedown easier because you skip the cutscene faster. So you're able to have just like a quarter of a second more time to get the fear takedown, which makes it substantially easier. 30 FPS makes it ever so slightly harder. So you're on console, so you're always at a disadvantage, but yeah. And then I like to silent takedown this guy, although I've had some success with loud takedowning this guy as well, but I just really like having this fear takedown. So it's I don't know, it really depends on the RNG. Yeah, you did have a fear takedown, but I don't think that the guy would... I think with that fear takedown, I don't think this guy would have jumped down. I think we would have taken out these two guys, and this guy would have... So yeah, if this happens, I don't know exactly what the backup is, I guess. I guess, like... Okay, yeah, this then... Yeah, I guess doing the safe thing where you kind of just grapple around that.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that is crazy.
I love
I guess hard is
That was
hard
fun.
because it's yeah, that's crazy that that happened. And
I
the big
really
problem with
understood
dying
this.
here is that the enemy orientations get all messed up. Like the strat doesn't work the same way with the fear takedown. You remember this death? It was that traumatic. Yeah, it's they spot you like really easily.
En neutralisant la mitrailleuse, je risque d'attirer
Yeah,
l'attention.
so now these guys are a bit slower and their walking speed changes. It's like it's just completely different. It's a oh, you had the fear takedown
Why is fear
props.
take? What is wrong with that fear take?
Yeah, honestly, if a strat doesn't work, I think what I just do is I try to silent take down as many people as possible.
Oh,
Just I don't know. I don't. I've practiced this predator so much that I just get the fear takedown usually. And then if I don't get it, I reset the run. But yeah, that was some. I usually play predators very conservatively. I usually speed run very conservatively, actually. Okay. Yeah, and that was good to lure him. This is like incredibly important, the thing. Yeah, I think waiting to get a fear takedown is a very good idea. Unfortunately, that should have worked. That's kind of crazy that you don't have the prompt. What you could do is you could have gone.
wait.
What? Oh man, yeah, the shotguns are a big problem. What
Why
you
does
could
it
have
let me fear
done
take?
actually is it would have been a little risky is to actually so you didn't get the prompt here. What you should do is go over to this grate here and then they were lined up, I think. Like right here they're lined up. So if you got to this grate here, you could have I think you could have gotten a fear takedown on these three guys, which would have been risky because there is a fourth guy that's like in eyesight of the third guy. So you can make a judgment call to whether you want to actually do the third takedown or if you want to get back in the grate. Oh, actually, it would have been fine.
Over a grate?
But yeah, you should have gotten out of the grate,
Wait.
I think. But yeah, this death is really unfortunate.
Why does it let me fear takedown if I can't fear takedown?
And yeah, the fear takedown disappearing because the guy just walked out. That's really cool. Let's see if you get the fear takedown this
This
time.
time the fear takedown will work. Right. That's how that works. What?
That was funny. It like showed up and then I guess you misclicked it. Yeah, honestly, I would silent take down this second guy. But yeah, dying to predators on hard, that's unheard of. Nobody dies to anything ever on hard. Are you gonna get a fear takedown here? I think this side is often a little too high, but I guess you do have a fear takedown. Never mind. You need to grapple again. It's in general, you need to grapple like 3 times for the enemies to not spot you. That's the general principle of hard. Oh, that guy did see you, but he was a little slow. Yeah, so yeah, this is a fine way of doing these predators. A bit safe for to batarang everyone and take them out. So now you have 2 guys left.
One left.
Yeah, you do have that minigunner, which you could have lured by probably just throwing batarangs. Yeah, predators in night are pretty hard. Oh, I guess you can lure him. Oh, yeah, good, good, good. You're doing the thing. I got a little worried when you were punching him, but yeah, you did the smart thing, which is to use the generator.
Ok, c'est maintenant. Le moment qu'on attendait tous les deux. L'épouvantail est en bas. Veux-tu l'arrêter et sauver Aura?
I think this was back when I chose the left scarecrow, which is like really dumb now that I know that the right scarecrow is actually faster. I'm gonna be right back.
Bad luck, bats.
Tu n'es pas en train de mourir, c'est juste une impression. Ma toxine remplit tes poumons, elle te noie dans tes plus grandes peurs. Qu'est-ce que tu vois? Une ville qui a sombré dans la terreur? La trahison de ceux en qui tu as le plus confiance? Tes secrets les plus sombres révélés? Gotham regardera pendant que je mettrai en pièces ton esprit. J'arracherai ce masque de ton visage et le monde entier verra la peur dans tes yeux. Alors, ils comprendront, eux aussi. Non, il n'y a pas de sauveur. Plus d'espoir. Plus de Batman.
C'est peut-être
déjà le cas. Regardez-moi, je déchire grave. Et ce corps, il est balèze.
Oh, I'm gonna go back. Did you get the thing where... Oh, you got the thing where you see his eyes. Like, that never happens for me. Oh, you know what it must be? It must be because you died. Okay. Well. Yeah, that counter is so janky if you choose the left scarecrow. It's so weird.
The hell is that?
Yeah, and getting hit loses a million years. I'm kinda hungry. I might go get some food. During the Oracle thing.
Alfred, il a emmené Oracle dans son repère, à Chinatown. Je suis en route.
Faites vite, monsieur, je vous en prie.
Oh no, I wouldn't have dive bombed there. You had a lot of forward momentum, so just make use of that. Yeah, this was just an unfortunate thing. It happens. You grapple cancel and then you get you grapple cancel it. You mistime the grapple cancel and then happens. But yeah, that's funny.
Monsieur, qu'y a-t-il?
C'est fini, Alfred.
Comment ça?
Barbara. L'épouvantail voulait me punir. Il l'a tué.
Non. Seigneur. Monsieur. Restons concentrés. Pour les habitants de Gotham.
J'aurais dû la protéger, Alfred. Elle est morte à cause de moi.
Monsieur, écoutez-moi. Les fichiers de Stag ont révélé le rôle du fameux déluge. C'est un engin de dispersion. Vous ne voyez donc pas? L'épouvantail a les moyens de répandre sa toxine de peur sur la ville entière. Vous l'avez empêché de la rendre opérationnelle, mais ce n'est qu'une question de temps. Monsieur, m'entendez-vous?
Il a entendu. Il se demande comment il peut encore se supporter.
Maître Bruce, la mort de Mademoiselle Gordon... Oh, il ne faut pas que ce soit en vain.
You say that like he...
Tu ne peux pas la ramener.
Well, I know.
Laisse tonton J
I know he had a gun in 1940, but this Batman doesn't carry a gun.
Plus de peur. Parole de scout.
Ivy.
Oh non.
Monsieur?
Alfred, faites une analyse satellite de la ville. Tenez-moi au courant dès que vous aurez repéré le déluge.
Bien sûr, monsieur. Où comptez-vous aller?
Au GCPD. Ivy était immunisée contre les effets de la toxine.
Vous pensez qu'elle vous aidera?
Disons qu'elle n'a pas le choix.
Did he really have to land? Did he really have to land?
I'm back. Yeah. We used to glide to GCPD, which is a mistake. So.
Awesome angle. Oh my god.
It's like 5 seconds faster to drive to GCPD. Again, Kwing now does a different thing instead of using the line launcher, which makes sense. Particularly for controller.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé sur ce dirigeable?
L'épouvantail a pris le déluge. J'ai besoin de ton aide.
D'après ce que je vois, tu as plutôt besoin d'un miracle.
Voilà le tank. Je dois analyser sa structure pour trouver une faiblesse exploitable.
That was a bit too far forward. I don't think you needed to reload, though.
Voilà le tank. Je dois analyser sa structure pour trouver une faiblesse exploitable.
Oh my god.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you probably would have died, but yeah, but so the movement here is instead of grappling, or instead of gliding, what you should do is grapple, cancel. I think you're a little too far. That worked. That worked.
C'est réglé pour le côté gauche. Je n'ai plus qu'à scanner le côté droit. J'ai déjà analysé cette section. La vue n'est pas dégagée.
That should have worked. I hate it when that doesn't work.
Le canon du pas dégagé.
Oh my god, that looks so scary, but he didn't actually see you. Like his gun's pointed right at you.
Et son blindage est trop épais pour une attaque frontale avec mes armes. Cependant, il a un point faible.
Hey, why couldn't you just go to the fucking side?
Du drone mène droit à son noyau d'énergie. Un tir bien placé avec le canon de 60 mm de la Batmobile devrait le
Doing this like
neutraliser.
I haven't played this game before.
Je peux suivre les
fucking
déplacements du drone
complicated.
sur le radar et le prendre à revers pour atteindre son pot d'échappement.
L'éclaireur Cobra détruit. Impossible. On connaît le calibre de ces balles. Elles n'ont pas pu trouver le
Get
blindage.
in.
Ah, yeah, you discovered that you should shoot that shield that's nearby that area.
Monsieur Way,
Il faut que j'emmène Ivy au jardin botanique.
Monsieur, je crains que 3 tanks Cobra supplémentaires n'aient été déployés.
Merci Alfred. Je vais devoir les détruire avant de déposer Ivy.
Oh, yeah, there's a strap for this.
Un Cobra en moins. On reste en formation de recherche.
Whoa there. Okay. Yeah, just so I know K-Wing's aware, but so with the strat for this Predator, or sorry, for that Cobra fight, is so first you get Cobra Lure, and the tank upgrade. So what you do is you which did K-Wing get Cobra Lure? I actually don't think he did, but you missile barrage that immediately. You can missile barrage it from really far back, from all the way right here. Then you destroy this tank however you want. Sometimes it gets aggroed. If it gets aggroed, it'll like come out and turn this way. This was a little slow because he didn't get aggroed, but I think this is just cautious. If he doesn't get aggroed, it's actually faster to just find your way behind him and then destroy him. Then when you have Cobra Lure, the right thing to do is where's my my internet died. Oh well. Well, guess if my internet's dead, I'm gonna go ahead and not finish this. But basically then what you'll do is use the Cobra Lure to lure the guy away from you. Then you can sneak on up behind him and take him out. Yeah, unfortunately, so my internet died, so I'm not going to be able to like continue watching this. But I guess we can just keep going until the video stops working. Yeah, so that was a little unfortunate.
La cible a disparu. Drone hors ligne. J'envoie un Cobra en soutien.
Yeah, get away from there. You'll otherwise you'll probably die. Oh wow, that was actually scary because sometimes what can happen is if the tank has locked on to you, what can happen is that if you even if you escape the view, because it had locked onto you, it might be like about to fire. And if it's like about to fire, the next time it sees you, it can fire immediately. So it's a little bit scary to get in its field of view before it stops locking onto you. I think there's a good enough chunk of the run that I can watch. But yeah, I think he doesn't have Cobra Lure, so that's kind of you should get that. anyways, yeah, so my internet stopped working, so I probably won't be able to finish this run. We got almost halfway. I think we can continue watching this at a later point. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Again, this is a Deacon Critique, so you can redeem this on my Twitch channel through either channel points or with a $5 donation or with a $5 sub or with cheering 500 bits. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching.